Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. So today I'm just gonna go straight into it because I don't have a lot of time to record. Anyways, we're going to be talking about study techniques that are effective and are going to help you succeed in every exam you take, whether you're in medical school, whether you're in law school, undergrad, high school, middle school, whatever it is, whatever level you are at right now in life. If you are studying, these techniques are going to help you. I think they're pretty high yield, so I hope you watch to the end. But before we get into the video, as you always know, I'm going to tell you that you are amazing and you are going to do great. Christmas is coming. Make plans with family, make plans with friends, enjoy it, and let's reset for next year, okay? Let's get into the video. So I'm going to be given a total of 4. The first that I have on my list is having scheduled study and break times, or the Pomodoro method, which a lot of people know. Now, when I started studying, let's say in my first year of college, I would sometimes sit down for long hours and then study. While I felt that was effective for me, I find that there is a better or more effective way of studying and understanding things by having scheduled breaks, okay? So the Pomodoro method, again, some people can do 25 minutes and then take 5 minutes break. Some people can do 2 hours and take like 10 minutes break. I don't encourage doing more than 3 hours sitting down straight, but some people can do it, but I don't encourage that. Yeah, so having these scheduled breaks are definitely important. Now, you can only make this effective if you want it to be effective, okay? That means that when you have your scheduled study time, don't look at your phone or don't pick your phone or don't be distracted during that study time. That's what your break is for. So during your break, you have the time to use your phone, walk around, whatever it is you want to do. But during the scheduled study time, you want to make sure that you're actually studying, okay? Don't be using your phone, don't be doing anything else. Personally, for me, what I do is during my scheduled study time, I turn off my phone and then use my laptop's timer, okay, to time me how long I've been sitting down studying. And that's always effective. For some people, there are different apps that can help people track that, okay, you studied for this amount of time and you took this break. If you need apps to help you do that, definitely grab those apps. They're free on Google Play Store and Apple Store. So you can download those and just like use them. Personally, for me, I just turn off my phone because I don't want to be distracted by the slightest bit. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to say. If you want it to be effective, it will be effective. But if you don't put in the effort, it is not. Okay, so get these apps if you need to, turn off your phone if you need to, and have scheduled breaks. Again, depending on how much time you think you can sit down at one place and do it, just do it, okay? And you find that it helps you understand things, or it helps you relax and gain more ability to learn more things. Okay, so that's the first point. My second point that I have here is engaging in active learning. Okay, now a lot of people, when you're reading something, let's say you're reading a textbook, okay, actively while you're reading the textbook, you feel like you know what's going on. You feel like you can answer questions because you have the book in front of you or because you just read it, right? But the only issue is when you're actively just reading something without writing any notes, without doing any active learning, it's called passive learning. And passive learning doesn't help you remember a lot of things, okay? You can remember within the minute that you're reading it, but if you go, let's say a day later and someone asks you a question, you won't be able to effectively remember. That's because you were just doing passive learning. Okay, so engaging in active learning is definitely going to help you. What is active learning? Active learning can be in the form of Anki, which is daily repetition of whatever it is that you've learned. It could be in the form of writing on the board. It could be in the form of just quizzing yourself orally to see what you remember. But just reading off and not taking any notes, not writing on the board, not doing Anki, not doing anything at all to help you remember what you just read is not going to be helpful. That is passive learning, and passive learning does not help you become successful when it comes to your exams or remembering stuff for your exam. So I hope this really helps. Number 2, engage in active learning. For point number 3, I would say it's highlighting main pointers for every disease process or whatever it is that you're learning about. Let's say, for example, for me with diabetes, right? I want to always highlight specific things. Let's say type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and highlight what are the important things I need to know about this. See, there's always a lot of information about, let's say for medical school, as a medical student, there's always a lot of information about every disease process that I can know, right? But the most important things are the ones that I highlight and make sure that I remember. And I always try to tie it with something in my life or something that I know that I can easily remember. So if that means that, okay, type 1 is an autoimmune condition, right? And I know that it's associated with these HLA-DR3 and DR4 because 4 minus 3 is 1. Something like that. You just want to make sure that you are highlighting the most important things that are associated with the condition you're learning or the situation you're learning about, so that you always remember it attached to it. Because sometimes exams are always focused on what is associated with this. Sometimes if you have second or third order questions, these are going to be helpful. So highlight the most important things associated with whatever it is that you're learning, and don't try to learn like a whole lot of background information. That might not be really helpful. And number 4, which is very, very important, is actually learning or understanding what is going on. Okay, so for this really didn't become a big part of me until I started medical school, right? I realized that if you just learn something and you don't understand it, it's very difficult when you're under stress to remember everything associated with it, right? Because sometimes when you're under stress, you do forget a lot of important things, okay? But if you understand what is going on, then you can actually trace your step backs and maybe get the answer right, okay? You need to understand the basics of why this is happening to be able to actively remember it. If you just chew and pour, you can only remember it, let's say, for like a short amount of time before you completely forget what it is about. So you want to make sure that if it's something that you can actually understand, go through the effort of making sure that you understand the disease process or you understand why this is happening, so that when you're questioned about it, even if you don't know the exact answer, you can reason your way through. So these are the 4 points that I have. I hope that they're super helpful for anyone who's watching this video today. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video next week. And we're going to be talking about my 4th year schedule because that's out. And apparently I'm a 4th year medical student. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week ahead of you. You are the best and you will do great. See you guys.